cards. Game I created. It's a derivative of Are You a Werewolf, which is a derivative of Mafia. So if you've played any of those before, you'll be pretty intimately familiar with what this game will consist of. If you haven't,
He hasn't.
the way this game works is each person will get one of these cards. On the card is an identity, such as villager, or werewolf, or the seer, etc. The villagers, they don't have any abilities, so they get to work with everybody else during the day phase to try and get the werewolves lynched off and make the village safe again.
It's because they're extras, they're not important characters to the plot.
They are delicious.
Yes, they are.
Villager, the other white meat.
The other side of this village
Well, he's dusted.
consists of werewolves and other evil characters that are trying to subtly mislead the village, get the villagers to lynch each other off, and stay alive until they can
live off.
overtake the village by force. Now, the way this is done is through a day-night cycle. During the day, everybody lynches one person, and it's equal at that point. Nobody knows anything else unless they do. During the night phase, everybody has their eyes closed, and each of the special characters will perform their action. Alright, be called on, open their eyes, perform their action. I'll keep track of that, and then they'll go back to sleep. It continues until we're done, then the village will wake up. I'll announce who's died, and at that point it goes back to another lynching until either all the werewolves are dead, or the werewolves meet or exceed the remaining number of non-werewolves. This is different from non-evil characters, just non-werewolves specifically. Now, I'll go over what each of the different roles that we have in here are. Let's do the evil guys first, because it's pretty easy. There are going to be 3 werewolves. The werewolves know who each other are, and each night they work together to choose one person to kill. So, until they make a decision, there is no kill. And then once they have, I'll confirm it, and they'll go back to sleep. Helping the not helpful.
Any one of them bird show,
Helping.
Hey, what was that? How about my double backflip, bitch?
What was that about birds? I'm offended.
Next up, we have
You better.
behave. Next up, we have the cultist.
Not everybody
The
trying to be
cultist
ableist.
knows who the werewolves are. They're on the side of the werewolves, so they're trying to help the werewolves to win. And the advantage that they have is that they know who they're trying to help, but they have no ability other than that.
Wait, Scientologists are in this game?
Here's the new people.
Werewolves, kill them first!
Tobias, this actually will function if you light up. If you hold it like this, you use a blunt weapon, so if you have a problem,
I'm teasing, man. I'm trying to have a little fun.
Alright,
Kill them.
those are the evil characters, just those 4. For the good characters we have Seer. Each night the Seer will point to somebody to see if they're a werewolf. I will give a thumbs up if they point to a werewolf. Thumbs down if who you point to is not a werewolf.
Ah, man.
I still can put in more stuff, so go ahead and take a seat. There are 4 seats left.
Okay.
Perfect.
1, 2.
Now there's 2 seats left. At least they already know everything. Bodyguard each night points to somebody to protect. The bodyguard can point to anybody they want, including themselves, but they cannot point to the same person 2 nights in a row. So, say they know they're going to die, they point to themselves, they save themselves, and then the werewolves try and kill them again the next day. Well, they can't protect themselves that time and die. They don't know who's going to die, so they just have to guess it. Based on the daytime activities, who's likely to be pointed to by the werewolves, so they can try and save them. As a note for the werewolves, if somebody doesn't die, keep trying to kill them. Don't bounce around, because that's just helping the bodyguard out. Next up, we have the Witch. The Witch is one of the more complicated cards in this current setup, because she's got 2 single-use potions. So she gets one of each of these throughout the entire game. Each night she's shown who may die, and given a chance to save them with her healing potion. She's then given a chance to use her poison potion to eliminate one person from the village. the way this works is, Rich, open your eyes. This is who may die tonight. Would you like to use your healing potion? You give me a thumbs up if you do, thumbs down if you don't. Which would you like to use your poison potion? Regardless of what you said before, you can give me a thumbs up and point to somebody, or thumbs down to keep it in reserve. Now, even if you've already used the potion, I will continue to call, because it's not always clear to the village if you actually have or have not used the potion. So don't be confused if you've used your potion, I'm sitting there asking you about it again, because you've already used it, that's all you get. I'm keeping track of it, don't worry about it. But yeah, that's the witch. The hunter chooses somebody to kill when they are killed themselves. So they've been revealed as a hunter. At that point, everybody's quiet, and he'll choose one person to kill. I'll go back over all this stuff, don't worry if it's a little hard to grasp. And lastly we have, lastly for right now, I gotta find 2 more cards to add in. 2 stonemasons. The stonemasons know who each other are, thus they know that they're not a werewolf and not a threat to them. So it's like, I know,
Master teleportation.
today's the one day I can do it, but I'm thinking I'm going to put the devil in for right now, because we're going to have to speed up the first game, so. I do need one other card. I'm going to think about what it is.
Werewolves.
Oh god.
Yeah, the devil's gonna make this game fun.
Werewolves.
Nope, we're going with Crone.
Okay.
So Devil and Crone?
Devil and Crone are being added.
Hey, that's
So.
Torture these poor people. You're gonna torture these poor people?
Crone's not that bad. It's a nice relaxing evil roll.
Yeah, but you
Huh?
So one.
One.
Yeah, he's kind of not
Alright. We have the Crone. The Crone is an evil character, so they're on the side of the werewolves. And one other thing I should point out, in this game, even if you die, as long as your side wins, you win with them. So if you have to sacrifice yourself to put your team in a better position, go ahead and do it. For example, the Crone could come out and claim to be the seer if they're bored with just silencing people. Because that could be potentially helpful for the werewolves to root out and eliminate the seer. Now, what the Crone does, though, is each night she chooses one person to silence. The Crone can't silence the same person 2 nights in a row. And what happens is, Crone silence somebody, I'll send them to sleep, I'll go over here and go, "You have been silenced." And
Burns are popular tonight.
For those that have never played this game before, wait until Corsi plays and gets silenced.
Oh gosh.
It gets real hysterical.
Hilarity ensues.
Yeah.
But in any case, those that are silenced cannot speak or intentionally draw attention to themselves, and they cannot accuse. They can still second. I'll go over what this stuff means in a bit. They can still second and they can still vote. They just cannot accuse people. Lastly, we have the devil. The devil each night chooses somebody to kill.
Devil wins.
They cannot win. They have no win condition at all. They're just there to kill somebody off and have fun doing it.
Awesome.
To win is alright.
Best card ever.
I have no repercussions.
Now, one other thing I should point out to the new people, there are 4 different villager cards. They all say villager. They all say villager, and I prefer nobody to ramble off all sorts of details about the art. The basic roles that they represent, though, are barmaid, busty barmaid, if you will.
Woo!
Farmer, fish for a boy. Cook, lady with chickens. And butcher, big fat guy. So there are 12 villagers.
That's profiling, damn it.
12 villagers, 3 werewolves and a cultist, alongside a crone for the evil characters. Seer, bodyguard, witch, hunter, 2 stonemasons,
I hear a cultist and a crone. I'm like, hey, what did Tom Cruise and Hank Coulter have?
and devil.
don't make this our people that actually verify.
Too many cards on that.
Too many cards.
Gold star.
Okay, note the limit on that is about 15 cards.
Tobias, two things you forgot to mention. Are you evil players?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Two things,
My bad.
just real quick. If the seer points is an evil character that is not a werewolf, but is evil, they'll still get the thumbs down. So just because you pointed at somebody who's not a werewolf doesn't mean they're not evil. Number two, the witch, despite the name, on the side of the villagers. So they want the villagers to win. That one threw me off for a while when I first started.
And what do we do when we're eliminated? Do we get up and walk out of the building?
Okay.
No,
You
no,
didn't say
No, no,
that.
your card is
Just leave. Oh, right.
Okay.
You could think of the witch as a
card,
medicine woman.
And actually, I'll go with this in just a second. I need to make a few notes.
Sorry,
Middle C! Make middle C!
So, Werewolves, Devil, Bodyguard, Weird, Sheer, Crone.
I was surprised you didn't put it in the
So let's go over a few more things. There's one real rule to this game, aside from not talking at night, is you get your card, you look at only your card, you put your card on the floor, and then you do not touch your card.
Face down.
Face down means.
Just like I was last night.
defeats the purpose.
Please try not to step on me.
Yeah.
Please try not to, but this is my outdoor set, so be gentle with it, but
Do
I
the
don't
best you
care too
can.
much, yeah. I have several replacement sleeves if something happens.
So remember that one we did. That was interesting.
So the card in front of somebody determines if they're alive. Be careful making movement at night. Also, as respect to everybody else, do not make an accusation based on somebody's movement at night, because it might not even mean anything.
People do shit in their seats.
Yeah.
Also,
Can
can I say that just because people accuse you doesn't mean that you necessarily believe that they're the werewolf, you just want to hear more people talk.
Sometimes there's that.
Just because you're accused, you're not gonna die unless you're really
Well,
being.
I should say talk because the crones in here, and I'm
And
just.
sometimes we just want to kill someone.
Sometimes.
I mean, literally,
Sometimes it's just like,
we don't.
okay.
We just sit there and go, we gotta kill someone.
Killing
Quick
is
fix
fun.
it.
I will go over the day phase after I've handed out the cards and people have had a chance to look what they are.
Only the
Especially
birthday.
Yeah, just a guess.
Steelers.
Random guess.
Yeah.
So,
So hilarious is the first round that you actually get the werewolf on random guess.
that is true.
Which is hilarious. It's like, shortest game ever.
Who wants the
Getting
first card?
Fool.
Ben.
What?
Okay, which way am I going?
Okay.
Which way am I going?
I got this.
Okay.
I can send you guys.
Cards, slide up your fancy.
First game I played, I died.
The Tanner beats the job and pushes back. The Tanner wins if he dies.
Guys, I got another thing you need to point out.
Who wins if he
Put the
dies?
cards in front of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Face down.
Who wins if he dies?
You bring your lady.
Yes.
Yes.
What's up?
Yeah.
If anybody needs help getting their card to the ground, I will come back around and do so.
And then put it face down in front of you.
Because you kept saying, oh, we're going.
Did somebody else join? Or did somebody bring an extra chair in? Because I had 26 cards.
Cool.
I did not know that. Don't look at me.
He's
You
looking
put the
at
chair over. You put it there? Is that what you said? Hey, is anybody willing to volunteer so I don't have to do a reshuffle to assist me?
Oh, I'll send it.
Okay. Sorry about that. Hopefully this game round will go pretty fast as well. So,
I will save my chair.
You were just a village anyway.
and slide people's cards forward some. Identification phase. It's kind of like the night phase. But after that, we go to the first day phase. The town mayor dies. Me.
Well, gee, that sucks.
And then it goes to open accusations. Now, for the first day, the village doesn't really have anything to go on. but it doesn't mean you can't gain information by asking the right questions and seeing how people react. Remember, Freudian slips are really useful in this game, or at least very detrimental if you happen to make one.
Even if they're not true.
But how do you lynch somebody? Well, first things first, you have to accuse someone. To do this, you put a hand in the air and point. Doing this draws my attention, and the first person to actually do that and point to somebody is who I will be focusing on. From there, I ask if there's any seconds for the accused, and at that point, that person is now officially accused and has to give a defense. Now, because we have a lot of new people here, what I'm going to do is have the person who accused give a reason for why they are accusing the person they are. After that, then the person will give the defense. Once they're done, I'll call for votes. It takes half the remaining number of villagers rounded up in order to carry out a lynching. So with 24 for the first day, it's going to be 12. If it was 25, it would need to be 13. Then, if it passes, the person is lynched, I will pick up their card and reveal it to the village, and the village will immediately go to sleep. If the vote fails, it goes back to open accusations and discussion. Does anybody have any questions on any of the roles or the lynching or anything like that?
So the different turns is what I'm wondering about.
After I've
That's probably night
identified
phase, so I'll go ahead
people,
and wait till you.
after I've identified people, it's just day phase, night phase, day phase, night phase until the game's
Who all's
over.
active during the night phase?
The werewolves, the devil, the bodyguard, the witch, the seer, and the crone.
Yeah, but they all go separately, don't
Yes.
they? Okay.
he's not liking that idea.
Is there a day phase thing like that too, where players go separate, like the seer or anything like that? Okay.
A few of the remaining pieces will fall into place once we get started.
Yeah.
Don't worry too much. We got a lot of people who know the game here, and I can tell people everything.
All right.
Focus. All right.